Okay, and month, 2 months later, let's see if we can finish this shot up. I've got a few things I want to try to do with it, and so let's just hop on in. First off, when we last left, I think we were trying to set up all of this stuff with the truck, and so I don't know if I want to keep all this truck stuff. I might just kind of grab a few things here and slide them over and delete everything else. Ooh, I like this chimney. Yeah, maybe that bucket and that bucket, if that's a bucket. I don't know. Alright, delete all that. Get rid of those parents. Parents! Who needs them? And this guy's still good, and delete that. Great. And maybe we'll even add a little group. Ooh. Get rid of that rotation. What's that? What are you? Oh, you're some cool events. And this is... I don't know what these guys are. Stowaways. Okay, grab all these. Do I already have a... Let's, random stuff I wanted to keep for sentimental reasons. Okay. And let's put that in the box up in the closet. Boop. Okay, so I had a thought. I have a shot. In the episode I'm working on, we get this little journey down into the kind of the underside of the market where there's less kind of lighting and stuff, and then we come back up. And I wanted to have a transition shot that kind of took care of that. And so our introduction to coming back up to the top bit is with this little robot guy who ends up kind of being the floor manager. And you've seen this shot before probably. He comes in, and that's how we transition to Caitlin. So I thought, what if we incorporate a transition from him going from underneath, you know, the under stuff to the above in this shot by adding him exiting out of a hallway, like right here. And I think we can do this pretty easily. So let's see. All right, so which one's the forwards, backwards? Ooh, that looks like it. Okay, so let's see how this works. We start, whoa, very quickly. And then we stop even quicker. Okay, so we'll be coming out. In fact, let's mock in a hallway real quick. It'll be something like this. Let's just grab these tiles. And I want it to feel maybe as if it's kind of like a little bit crowded, like we're coming out of like a entrance to a bathroom or something. Like this is not a main area. That's kind of cool. Hey, alright. Slide this back this way. And object mode. This rotation and sliding is kind of weird, so I think I kind of want to go straight at first. What's this doing? Yeah. And then maybe towards the end, it starts to kind of, whoa, dash over to the right like that. Because I also want the robot to be flying out this way, and we can then kind of fly off into the distance, hopefully in a way that'll edit all right with the following shot. Okay, so we've got this, and then instead of panning all the way over there, I want to keep it more or less centered. We'll see how this goes. Robot flies out. Goes that way. My guess is we're going to want to tweak that because right now it looks very like we're just flying straight towards this guy, and I want him to feel in the end as if he's almost kind of incidental. Yeah, we'll have to start panning a little faster. Cool. This would actually probably help if I stuck the robot in there so I wasn't trying to like imagine in my head how a robot might be. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Maybe we just keep moving a little bit forwards. Cool. And where's the other? Oh, there it is up there. And we'll tilt up just a little bit to watch him zip away, maybe. Okay. Now let's append in our dude. I can't even see that this is the most recent version because I can't see which textures are on these little images here, but let's try just file, external data, find missing files, and go over to our texture thing and see what this does. Hey, okay, cool. That's like everything. And do I already have a collection going? Probably. Turd 0001. Okay. Yeah, we're good. It's Joe's opening turd. So back to our project. Joe's opening turd collection. Turd 0001. And what is this parented to? Oh, I've got a little armature in there. That's cute. Why can't I see it? There it is. Maybe I will make it see-through. Viewport display in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. In front. Excellent. And let's see how this scales compared to everything. It's very big. He's about this big. He's like a flying cash register. So. Yeah. So we start over here. And I don't know, do I want him to start kind of by flying past the camera like that? Maybe a little bit. I like him kind of just dirty and blurry in the foreground here. So location rotation keyframe. And I want it to end with him. Woo! I love you can see the shadows and all that. It makes it so easy to get like a sense of where things are at. Okay. So maybe he'll just by the end he'll be kind of zipping over this way. Location rotation, Shift E, linear extrapolation, and now we just try to make all this stuff work. And it might not be particularly easy. Here's his tilt. Okay, good. So I want him to kind of, let's see, not start moving that way for a minute. Make this automatic, drag that over that way. So he'll go like that. Maybe he'll start even a little bit sooner so it doesn't intersect that counter. Woo! That's pretty good. Maybe he goes that way to give. This is like a robot, an angry robot, police robot. So he would. How many times am I gonna say robot? It's a robot, and so he might give him a little bit of space. Excuse me. Whoa, excuse me again. In the time of the coronavirus, double cough is cause for disconcertion. But it probably... Uh-oh! This changes to automatic. I like that heavy bank. It's full of life and vigor, but it's also too much. Whoa. Okay, so he's trying... Let's see if we can stabilize him. He goes off that way. Yep. Straightens himself out. Let's do the same thing here. Okay. So flies, then zips. Once he turns, he kind of flattens a little bit. He only tilts when he's actively. Whoa! This doesn't look great. But maybe that's fine for now. Let's animate his height. Yeah. Let's start with him kind of getting higher. And maybe he'll just kind of get high for a while and then woo, zip back down. And he kind of looks a little bit like he's moving in slow motion. So maybe if we, let's see, do we have nearest frame on? Yeah, no auto step. If you auto step, it'll snap everything to the nearest frame. You can see down here, like it jitters, and it's just, you get these very weird interpolation things on occasion. So I prefer no auto snap, and we'll just clean up if we have to. Okay, so here we go. He's drinking. There goes the robot. That animation is not good, but maybe we'll fix that at some point for sure. And where's the tilt? Yeah. Can I just select inverse and hide? Nope, it hides that one too. Cause that would be very nice. And then he starts flying back down again. Woo! The rotation is also a little bit funky. Where is that? Yeah, there we go. Oh, he's just rotating consistently the entire time? That's ridiculous. I'm so sorry to any of you animators out there who are watching this. Like, what? Why is any of this happening? Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay. Once we get to this point, we can keep it like that. And then maybe he starts to turn the other way. There we go. That's looking much better. And now we'll just add a little bit of a, and we could add noise, a little bit of noise to randomize that. But let's just add some head movement. Rotation. He's looking up and down. Left to right. There we go. So as he's coming out, he's maybe checking out this guy. Hey, do you have a permit for that delicious beverage? And before he starts to get too far going that way, he'll look where he's going. And he looks at the robot. He's like, hey. This guy's name is Turd. He's a technological emergency response device. Yes. Okay, this is kind of fun, I think. Maybe I'll add. Let's see. What could these walls be? Ooh, let's use the thing. The thing. I didn't mean to open up this file, but let's use it while we're here. Yes. This is one of the assets I have uploaded to the Patreon, I believe. So I'm gonna just turn this into a collection. Wall screens. Let's go. Be well seen. Okay. Append. Well, screen, let's go. I wonder, let's see. I'm using shrink wrap if I want to reconfigure how these are, but still also keep the stickers. I wonder if I can, but if I move these, then it throws off all of the shrink wrapping you can see on the stickers. So maybe I'll just apply that. Join all of these into one big object, and what happens? Does it keep its UVs and all? Yeah, it does. Okay. Oh, those didn't join, did they? Join. Great, now I can just select it and move it around nice and easy. Okay, so I'll load in the video first just to see how this looks before I decide how I want to split it up. Oh, I might have to reproject that because now that should be over there. Okay, so where's the video? Okay, so open up this material here, front wall, emission. Let's go into node editor. Which one's the right one? You guys, I gave you such a messy file. No, I didn't. I mean, it's right here probably where it's centered. Yeah? Okay, so let's go in and let's swap out this file here for the right one. Where's merchant? No? No? Subway, merchant, waterfall. Waterfall. And all right, let's re-project that. Let's select all of those faces. You project from view. And how big are we? Let's have it fill the whole thing. Yeah. Scale that. We'll scale this the same amount. Back into the node editor. Cyclic, I guess. It should be. Why isn't this playing? Oh, frames. Let's give it enough frames. Excellent. Start frame 0. Cool. Okay, so now let's see what happens if we just stick this in the hallway. My guess is by the time we only see it for like, yeah, 40 frames at most, so we're not even really going to get a great chance. But what if we make it like a video hallway? If I just rotate this, stick it over here too. Okay, I kind of like that. Let's, now we cheat this just to show off our video hallway a little bit, yeah? And maybe I even go a little wider. A lot of times I'm shooting at like 24, like, which is, you know, this wide. So I've still got a lot before it becomes unrealistic. So maybe we do something like this. It's playing a little bit slow right now because it hasn't loaded these video textures in yet. And let's get to the actual frame width. In fact, let's turn up the, what's it called? The Pelspur 2 Portudes? I don't know. Cool. The only difficulty with this is that it's possible that now having these big light sources in the hallway, that'll kind of throw off the dark hallway feeling that we were going for. But let's see what this does if we jump into cycles real quick. Yeah, it does throw that off a little bit. I mean, I could always turn down the emission settings. What does this go to? Oh, emission. Yeah, let's set that to 1. That's kind of a darker hallway. I also want to turn on reflections so that this is actually a little bit glossy, like it's some sort of, you know, glossy situation. Instead of a mixed shade. Oh, this is an ad shader. Interesting. Okay, let's. Yeah. Okay. Video hallway, you are dense. Perhaps too dense. I love you. I do love that it shows off those reflections too, though. And then he comes out of there. So what do I do to make this darker? Let's see, maybe... I think I did an Alt-D, so whatever I do to this one happens to this one. So let's Shift-D, duplicate that over. Oh! Now we can delete bits from this one. Can we just do this and delete all linked? Yeah, so now... Okay, that's kind of cool. So maybe we can put something right here. Maybe it's another hallway or something. Just trying to darken this up. So getting rid of all of these that we don't actively need. In fact, let's add a little hallway. Anything we can ever do to make it feel as if there's little spaces. Now the shot doesn't really start until, you know, frame 25. The whole first second's a little bit kind of whatever. And so maybe, what do we do about that? We could make the whole robot flying a little bit sooner. Let's give that a shot. Just speed up that whole thing a little bit. Ooh, and that way we get his reflection going on there too. That's pretty nifty. And then we just barely get to see him flying away. Nifty. And I think he's kind of flying a little bit sideways, so let's see if we can fix that. Which one was that again? That was, I should know this. It's because everything's in there. There we go. That feels like the right one. Let's just make some of this geometry a little bit more interesting, too. Oh, yes, and turning on screencast, although it'll disappear every time I open up a different project, or it keeps crashing. I don't know. It's such a wonky little thing. Let's have this guy maybe... Yeah. Cool. And we'll give this whole thing its own texture. New. Oh. Image texture. Open textures. Let's just find something that looks like we could push it to be a little bit dark and it wouldn't mind. Sure, damage plaster, do your thing. Here's the material. Let's throw in a RGB curves in there and just bring this down so it's like dark. Smooth. Auto smooth. And what's this look like with some rendering? I think probably the hallway still feels a little bit too bright. So maybe I really play up the fact that there's this dark corner right here and have the camera start like coming out of it. Yeah, that works good. That means we want to have this guy kind of follow that camera movement by coming from the left out into the right. Like, woo! There he goes. Yeah. Maybe there's a bit too much, but he's having fun. He's one of the few people working. Let's jump into Eevee so we can actually kind of get a sense of the lighting maybe. I should rebake the irradiance volumes because right now this makes it look very dark. This is what I want. But I don't think it actually looks like that. In fact, maybe just to make sure no light's kind of coming in the back. Although there isn't that much light, is there? I was thinking maybe I could darken this up by sticking like the dark plane back there. Just keep light from coming in. Oh, very dark. But in cycles, you are... Huh. Yeah, okay. That works alright. Select this guy. Just make him... Yeah, lower down. Ooh, and let's grab some of these random stuff I keep for sentimental reasons. Let's see if we can just flesh out this little area just a little bit. I don't really want to build a whole thing for this alcove. So I'm just going to use pre-existing kind of bits to try to flesh it in real quick. Like, ideally, this is one of those areas that nobody will even look at. It's just a thing that, you know, has to be filled in a little bit. We've given them enough to look at, I think, that we can be forgiven for just adding pointless little greebles. Okay. Oh, and that means we gotta probably take it out of the out of that collection. We'll just leave this collection floating around. It'll be fine. We don't even need those. We'll be using some of these bits in a second. Ooh, and let's do something fun here. Let's I'm gonna make this a new material. Back vent, maybe it already is, but transparent vent. And let's see if we can just make it a little bit see-through here. We could probably just do this with a Boolean. In fact, should we do that? Or we just eat away at that? Let's try doing it with I think I did this. Jump the gun. Back vent. Everything's a back vent. But then these guys are going to have the ability to be transparent. So we will assign that. And since we're in Eevee, let's just jump the gun and say, hey, you can be alpha blended. And now it's all very glossy. Why? Opaque. Alpha blend. It looks like it's shiny, but that shouldn't... I don't know why that would be changing anything. Okay, let's hop into here and see what's going on. Roughness. It's doing some stuff. Let's make it less rough. Or more rough? I don't know. Shader transparent. Shader mix shader. And the controller for this is going to be just the brightness of the vent, which means the darker the vent gets, the more transparent it should be. So let's throw another color ramp in there and just see if we can dial this in a little bit. Is it backwards? Oh, it was backwards, yes. Okay, now we can see into that vent. Turn this on and put a lamp in there. What happens? Yeah. Yeah, that works okay. Probably would have been faster to just model it, but let's see now if we can add a fan inside of there just spinning. I think that'll add a little something. And can we pull off one of John's Blender secrets? Oh, individual faces. I think I've already gotten it wrong. Because he did all this clever stuff by doing everything on normals. I'm just gonna do as it's by hand. That didn't make any sense. I'm just keeping up a stream of consciousness. I fear dead air. Let's get all these up. Medium point. Smooth. That looks Spanish. And then let's have some bolts, man. That isn't overkill. Secretly, It's overkill. One more big bolt in the center to keep it all on. Okay, I'm gonna make this very glossy. Glossy fan. Metallic? Yes, please. Maybe that's good. Turn on the roughness. I don't know, it looks pretty bad to me. But let's also turn on the auto smooth. That's fine. It's, again, you can never tell what reflections look like until you have something that they're reflecting. But let's... Which side's the bolts on? That side. Take that. Fans there. Is there? Oh, is there something else inside that blocks it from? Yes, there is. So let's clear out this wacky garbage. Faces. Now we can see our fan. Shift F6. Rotation. We need the final axis. This summer, this fan spins on the final axis. Huh. Okay, so it's not spinning. It's spinning, spinning. What's hard is if it's spinning like nearly infinitely, it can easily get to a point where it starts to look like it's not moving again. Secretly, this is spinning like crazy. It's all lining up. And so sometimes, just to make sure that's not happening, I'm like, all right, barely spinning, spinning faster. Yeah. And then let's have just one more of these down here too, just filling up this bit. And I don't even know if we'll be able to see this really. That looks like maybe it'll show up. Ideally, oh yeah, we'll be getting little glimmers of light coming off of there in a way that just might help sell something, especially if we cheat. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know. Clicking too much. It's just a little detail. Just a little detail. You guys, I crashed so hard, but I only record these things when I'm feeling good, and today I was like, no, I gotta learn how to do stuff even if the quality of it will be lessened because I'm zonked. But I'm always zonked. Start taking, what's it called? The special stuff, melatonin, and it's giving me weird dreams, but maybe in a cool way. Yeah, 50-50, honestly. Okay, so we didn't do all that much here, but maybe that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do for today. So, hopefully, I think that was probably about an hour. Maybe that was longer than that. I have no idea. I will talk to you soon. Peace.